Hi there, I'm Jade, and if you normally watch my videos, this is not a crafting and or sewing related video. Sorry, I'll be posting those too, but I really want to get the word out on this method, which is the curly girl method. Now, as the title states, I didn't know my hair was curly, so that was inspired by this lovely girl. I'm gonna put her name or YouTube, I guess, channel on here, and I watched this video and I was like, wow, her story sounds a lot like mine. And she talked about this thing called the curly girl method. Well, I started, doing the curly girl method slowly, but I'm kind of like fully in now. Basically, what the curly girl method is, how I do it, I don't necessarily do a very strict version of the curly girl method, but you stop using sulfates, silicones, and alcohols, well, drying alcohols. There's a lot of alcohols that are hydrating, which is weird to think of because you usually think of alcohol as drying, but there are some hydrating alcohols. And I may talk more about ingredients in another video. So once you cut those out and stop using heat and really damaging dyes like bleach on your hair is able to find its natural curl pattern if you have one. This method is not going to make somebody whose hair is straight curly. That's just not how things work. But if you have a kind of wave or bend to your hair, or say you go to the beach and you're like, wow, my hair's really wavy at the beach. Why is it never like this when I try anything else? Your hair might be curly, so maybe you should try these out. Also, doing this method is still really good for your hair, regardless if it's curly or not. If your hair's straight, doing most of the curly girl method is going to make your hair feel better, especially if you have color treated hair. It's going to make your dye job last longer and overall give you a healthier, more moisturized hair. Anyways, I started about, I'm gonna say, 2 months ago. I did my final wash, well, what I thought was my final wash, around 2 months ago, and my hair was wavy. And I'll be posting pictures throughout this video of whatever I'm talking about. I guess my hair in the stages. My hair was wavy, and I was like, well, I was hoping my hair was gonna be curlier than this, but it is what it is. I'd rather have slightly wavy hair, and then I'll just pin curl my hair on the other days, which is, pin curling is what I used to do to have my hair curly in my videos and everywhere else. But generally my hair looked like this. Not attractive, I know, but it's what my hair looked like, and I just thought my hair was like a weird frizzy wavy. I never thought it was anything much more than that. It wasn't a style that I necessarily liked to wear, so generally I would pin curl my hair, which is non-damaging, which kind of gave me a really good kickstart into the curly girl method because I don't have heat damage. I do have dye processing damage because I had an incident with peroxide, which is kind of scarring. If you want, I can talk about that, but you have to request that from me to delve into the depths of my soul to relive that experience. But if you guys want it, I'll give it to you. But having, I guess, not heat damaged hair really helped my process go quicker. I think that's why my process is going quicker, because it went from my hair being almost completely straight with a weird frizzy wave to it, to this in 2 months. Now, around the 1 month mark of me doing this method, the curly girl method, my hair was wavy, but it looked really weighed down. And around this time, I joined the Facebook group, Curly Girl Method Support Group, I think is what it's called. And they're a really good support group for women with curly hair. I don't think they allow men in the group. I'm not sure. If it is, I'm sorry, males who may be watching. But guys can use the curly girl method too. There's curly guys out there, but it's called the curly girl method because Lorraine Massey made it up and she's a lady. So, anyway, around the 1 month mark, I joined this Facebook group and I kind of showed a picture of my hair. I was like, here's where I was, here's where I am, I'm happy with my progress. Is there anything you think will help? Or something along the lines of that. And once I got some responses, they were like, oh, well, maybe your hair's just wavy, or maybe your hair is lacking protein or lacking moisture. And I knew it wasn't lacking moisture because my hair never really feels dry. Well, after I started the curly girl method, my hair never felt dry. So I didn't think it was really lacking moisture. And I did some tests and they kind of came out inconclusive. There's curly girl tests and they're not always accurate, so sometimes you just gotta experiment and cross your fingers and hope for the best. But I gave myself a protein treatment, and that really made my curls show up. I have a mix of 2C, 3A curls now. Today it's more on the 2C side because it's really humid and it's making my hair weird. So my hair is not at its opportune beauty, if that makes sense. Like, my curls can look better than this, but everybody has bad curl days. So basically, I just went on the group. If I had questions, I'd ask questions, and that group is really helpful. I suggest joining a curly hair group, either on Instagram or Facebook. Usually people are really nice and will give you advice. Two people that I really, really recommend watching if you want help with wavy hair or wavy, almost curly hair, is Curly Susie here on YouTube and Real Life Curly Girl. Both of them helped me so much. My hair is very much in between theirs. I'm leaning on theirs on different days. When it's a humid day, I'm more like real life Curly Girl, and on more dry days, my hair's more like Curly Susie's, which you shouldn't really compare your curls, but those two I found really helpful since my hair acts very similar to what they describe. Now, just because somebody has similar hair doesn't necessarily mean their techniques and tricks are going to work for you, but if they do, that's kind of awesome. For the most part, all of their tips really work for me, except for the fact that I think one of them is sensitive to protein. My hair loves protein. All the protein I can get, my hair is gonna look better and better. And I also deep condition my hair, so I never really have overly proteined hair. So far, I really love the way my hair looks. I know it may not seem like much, but going from practically weird, straight, frizzy waves to this, I'm so happy. I'm the laziest person when it comes to my hair and makeup. Laziest. The only reason I did pin curls was because I am too hot and sweaty of a person to sit with a curling iron. So I started doing pin curls because I got into vintage, and you know, if you're gonna, you know, curl your hair, I suggest pin curling. I never suggest heat iron. It's not worth it. The heat or the time or the damage, it's not worth any of it. So if you're going to pin curl, but if you have curly hair, rock your curly hair. It's so nice. I'm telling you, I wash my hair once a week. I know that sounds gross, but my hair doesn't feel dirty. It doesn't feel like it needs it. I'm on day 3, 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't remember. I just wash my hair on the same day every week. This is my hair and how it usually looks. It looks a little worse than it would on day 2. Hi, Corny. My dog's right here. It looks a little worse than it usually would on day 2 or 3 because of the humidity. It's raining randomly in California, but we kind of need it because there's wildfires, so I'm sure that's helping a bit, but it's not making my hair that great. But if it's gonna help the fires, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm thinking of posting more videos about my curly hair journey. My family wants me to shut up about it already because I've already got 4 or 5 people in my house to switch to the curly girl method, and their hair looks amazing. By the way, I'll do an update video on how their process is going, but I want to do a, I guess, journey video log of my hair's progress, and hopefully it gets better. I really hope my curls get better, but if they don't, I'm happy with where they are. I'm so lazy, so this is saving me so much time. I only have to do my hair once a week and then do a touch-up midweek, and I'm happy with it. And that's wearing it down every single day, and I just put it up at night or when I get hot, which is like, let's be real, probably like 78% of the time. But I love my hair. I'm super, super happy with it. And if you have wavy hair or slightly curly hair and you think you could be happy with it, try out the curly girl method. And if you love your hair, it saves you so much time, so much energy, and kind of gives you a confidence boost. I feel pretty all of the time now. And my hair is really connected to how I feel about myself. That's why I'd always pin curl my hair, and I wouldn't shoot a video unless my hair was pin curled. But now I feel pretty every day. And I know that's really weird to say and conceited to say, but I love how I look, and I'm really happy with where I am in how I feel about myself. And the hair really did a lot for that. And I'm really happy with how I look and how I feel about how I look. Is that weird? I don't know. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This probably made no sense. I don't know if this is halfway between just talking about the curly girl method and halfway where my curls were. But yeah, if you want to, corny stuff. If you want to see more videos about the curly girl method and maybe my shower routine or my refresh routine, any of that, let me know, because I am really into the method, and if you want to hear about it, I want to talk about it. So let's do a little give and take here if we want it. I mean, if you don't want it, I can just keep talking to my family and annoying them. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later, next time. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Oh, corny. Oh.